What's up, Internet? We are here in the town with a lot less mail than we used to have, which is probably for the best. Plum bonsai in the D acres, I'm pretty sure we found that. But let's wander around and see what we can find today. Ooh, some paper, which is good. We do have some fossils we'll need to get rid of at some point in the near future. Getting some paper for that's gonna help, although we already had some. Just clear out some inventory space. What shirt do we have here? Yellow Bellario. What does this look like? It looks like palm leaves, kinda. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna stick to the cool shirt because it is the coolest of the shirts. Obviously. I mean, the name just gives it away. Alright, Mr. Nook, it's time to sell some stuff. Specifically, this, and this, and this, and also this. I might hold on to that bookcase, actually. I know I gotta empty out my basement at some point. Maybe we'll do that in a day or two, I'm not sure. Let's see, we got 3 gifts from the museum. Yes, please. Take this, and I'll take this. And we shall take this. We have dinosaur track. That's not too encouraging. Another dinosaur track continuing to not be encouraging. Also 3 of the same fossils. That's, you know, I'm sad because they're crappy fossils that aren't worth anything, but I'm kind of impressed too. I mean, the odds of that are wildly unlikely. It's worth 1,000 each, man. That's just so crap. Oh well. Let's see if Nook has anything interesting in stock today. You know, it almost looked for a minute like the wood of this trough was invisible when I walked up here. I was like, what? Why is there invisible stuff now? What's this shirt? I don't think we've ever seen this shirt. I think we'll buy it, just to have it in our inventory. We do have, like, 2 more days of trying to stock up on tickets, of which we now need 4 more to get a second chance. But, you know, we'll get there. I just have to remember. We need this, and we'll need this. Because we need all these flowers if we're going to work on our garden. That's just common sense, really. More flowers equals better. That's just math right there. Take this. And we shall take this. There we go. Get all the flowers, at least here. Alright, let's go plunk these down. Do we have any new villagers? Doesn't look like it. Unfortunate, but not surprising. I mean, we had a couple of months without a new villager once. There's a cockroach. That's not something on a tree we need, though. Alright. Getting there. Here we are. Time to plunk some more flowers down. Like there. And hopefully it'll plant there. Yes, it will. Getting close to finishing this chunk of the acre off. That's exciting. That's just a normal fish. We're looking for super fish. But not finding any. Which is unfortunate because where the pond is where the highest number of superfish tend to spawn. Especially considering that's where like the giant catfish shows up, and that's a pretty common fish for what it is. How are things? Everything is still perfect, as I like to hear. I doubt we're gonna run into Gulliver, seeing as we ran into him twice yesterday, but it's still worth checking out the beachfront. Might find some more beetles. And beetles are always a good source of income in this game. get rid of this. Except for longhorn beetles and drone beetles. Those are the exceptions. And since something might have respawned over here, maybe we can find a superfish now. Nope, just a little tiny one. Still really depressed that that big pond flower is now missing. That thing was such a cool thing to see. It brightened up the town every single day it was here, and I thank it for its service, and it will be missed. Oop, there's a beetle we can catch. Was I scared off? That should not have gotten scared off like it did. Oh, what can you do? What have we got here? I'm betting a fossil. Mostly because it hasn't rained in a long time. But with that, we can clean up some of our inventory. Heck, we could swing by Phyllis's on our loop of the town. Aw, that's pretty paper. And it has a little paper airplane at the bottom. That's cute. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's a cloudy sky with a paper airplane. Aw, someone was having fun designing that. Alright, let's put this down and put this over here. Grab this and plunk it down here. And move this over here. And then finally we'll grab this and plunk it in our inventory. And boom. Space freed up. I think Katrina is coming to town tomorrow. We'll check with Copper anyway. Yeah, she'll be here tomorrow. I don't really care to deal with Katrina ever, because all her predictions ever end up is with me falling flat on my face a whole bunch. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't fault her for my terrible bad luck, but I can say that I don't relish seeing her because of my bad luck. Those are two completely different things, and it totally made sense. Alright, are we gonna see any more beetles? Ones that preferably I can catch? Doesn't look like it. Nope, really doesn't look like it. Alright, well, time to go see our old pal Phyllis. Phyllis! But first, I have to make a deposit. We are so close. Just, you know, 700,000 more bells. Oopsie. That is assuming that it is 5 million. I'm pretty sure it's 5 million. It's either 5 or 10. If it's 10, it might be a while yet. I'd like to get rid of this Phyllis. And finally, I would like to get rid of this Phyllis. Alright. Well, there's a cockroach, but that's not the kind of beetle we're looking for. Are cockroaches even beetles? I'm not sure. Genuinely unsure about this. I just know I live in a place that doesn't really have cockroaches, which I'm thankful for, because they seem kind of icky. And I kind of like bugs, for the most part, you know, if they're not invading my living space. I really like dragonflies the most, I think. I think dragonflies are the coolest bugs. Scorpions are kind of cool too, but they're dangerous. And butterflies are pretty neat. Alright. Let's take off for adventure in our neighboring town to do good deeds in. Because doing good deeds is good. And it's just the sort of thing we do. A lot. Except first, we have to deal with Rover. Classic. Come on, Rover. Hurry up. I got stuff to do. Actually, that reminds me, I gotta go record some gameplay footage for the channel and stuff tonight. Thinking about doing some of the Xbox games I got a couple weeks back, which I showed off during my loot video. Thinking about doing Shamu's Great Undersea Adventure or whatever, because I'm just imagining that plays very similarly to the incredibly goofy, gory Jaws game I've got. Alright. Let's get off here and go have some fun. And by that I mean wander around and see if we can do something interesting. And since we kind of want to hold on to, well, at least the Regal bookcase, we'll hold it in our notes for now. I think this... Yeah, I thought that was that. Actually, I thought that was a fossil and wanted to make sure, but it's not, so good. Hey, a white knight. We found a black knight the other day. That's in the E-Acres? Hell yeah, we got an adventure. So the E-Acres are the penultimate ones going vertically. Got it. Well, they're horizontal acres, but, you know, the listing for them is vertical. I'm sure something I said was coherent to someone. Okay, so, it's gotta be in some of these acres, and it's something we don't have, I don't think. And that looks suspicious. Did someone just bury 100 bells? Okay. I don't know why that happened. All I can think is I did that way back in the day and I just didn't find it when I tried to clean this town up a little. But let's see if we can find any overt treasure spots. I hear cicadas. And I just scared it away. Because I mean like that. Alright. So far I'm not seeing any spots to dig up. Nothing overt anyway. Grasshopper? We don't need a grasshopper. We need locusts. Even though I'm fairly sure they're similar genus. I think grasshoppers are slightly less considered parasites, although they are basically the same insect in terms of what they eat, as far as I'm aware. Oopsie. I will say this is a downside to this camera angle, is you can't see behind houses and stuff. Means if someone wanted to be really cheeky, they could just hide it, like right there, behind stuff. And you'd never know. Oopsie. You know, the sad thing is the digging spot that hides it is probably really obvious. And I'm just dumb and can't see it. Oop, there's some money. I don't think that was just buried, though. For some baffling reason. Time to dig up and around here. See, this is why I don't like when they say, you know, it's in, you know, either a number or like a letter. It's like, no, just tell me which specific acre I can look at. Because if I have trouble finding it, you know, at the very least, I can kind of search around. Okay, clearly it's not behind that tree. Thank you, zoom in function. For once, you were quite helpful. But where could this thing be? Maybe over there. This is gonna be one of those things where it's just, I'm never gonna find it. It's because I'm so certain it's gonna be hidden somewhere that it's gonna be like somewhere right out in the open where I'll never see it. You know, that's a clever strategy, you know. The best place to hide stuff is in plain sight. Okay, it's not hidden there. We are on the quest to the good luck chess piece, because we'll need good luck if we're actually going to find it. I wonder how many chess pieces we're missing for the full set at this point. I know we don't have the white queen, I don't think. I know we've had like 4 black queens, though. Nothing there. Nothing there. I know we have a black knight, or we had one the other day. So at the very least we'll have both knights. Oop, there's something, but it's not what we're looking for. I think we've cleared out this acre of mysterious things where stuff could be. On the bright side, we're getting close to having checked behind pretty much every tree where it possibly could be. But that, on the other hand, means that our odds of finding it afterwards are pretty much non-existent. Because, I mean, if you've looked behind all the places where you think it would be, well, where else is there to look? Nothing behind there. That would be a sneaky place to hide something. Nope. Nothing. Nothing there. No. Not there either. But we must find it. Our incomplete chess set demands it. Oh, well, I should make some more inventory space. Plunk this in here. And we'll plunk this in here. Be sure to plunk this here. It's now 10 p.m. Plunk this over here. Plunk this here. See, I just wish this stuff would automatically go to your wallet. It would save so much hassle, and it's such a small thing they could have programmed in. It wouldn't have been hard. The only thing I could think maybe that they didn't, the only logical thing anyway, would be that if they tried, it would freak the game out a little bit. Whether or not, or where to put the bags if, say, you hit the internal counting cap of 99,999. Which, I mean, that kind of makes sense, at least. I can follow the logic of that, I suppose, but, I mean, you already have it programmed to dump the money into your pockets anyway if you've hit the cap, so why not just start with bags of money you find? And you don't have to litter your entire inventory with them. I don't think we're gonna find this thing. Which is unfortunate, because it's something I'm pretty positive we don't have in our collection yet. Whoopsie. Nothing there. Look behind those houses, maybe. I'm running out of ideas at this point. Oop. I got excited, but it was only 100 bells that are gonna take up space in my pockets. Alright. Check behind the houses. Okay, well, we know there's nothing behind this house. Nothing there. Doesn't look like there is, so I guess we're not gonna find it. Alas, the quest for the legendary White Knight is over in failure, much like the game White Knight Chronicles. It failed in all respects. It's unfortunate. I can't get you flowers, gold. Well, I could get you flowers, but I don't want to because I need to get flowers for my house. And my garden's a little bit more important than yours, Goldie. Because it's bigger, and it exists. Does Tangy have a quest? Ace? Handkerchief. I can do this. Delivering stuff is easy enough, sure. I shall deliver handkerchief to Ace, but first, just to confirm, I want to make sure it said E and, you know, not D or something. Nope. E. And that's definitely this entire set of acres, which are pretty much entirely tore up, so I guess we came too late, even though no villagers actually programmed to dig stuff up. Which, you know, I've got mixed feelings about. On one hand, you know, it means that villagers can't steal awesome stuff from you if you want it, but on the other hand, it also means that, you know, you've got no competition. You just know it's going to be sitting there until you find it, you know, on the off chance that you do find it. Hey, an outfit. Yes, please. Also, we should see if they want to give us free stuff because they're happy. Ace is only kind of happy. He's not singing right now, but he's got that sort of trot. I'm just hanging. There aren't any valuable gems in this game, just fossils. That's the next game has... No, it's, I think New Leaf was the first one that had gems. Oh yeah, there's a sports tourney at some point in this game that you can't actually, as far as I know, take part in. You just have to sit by and watch the other animals do stuff. Actually, speaking of muscle cramps, I've been working out a lot more lately. But muscle cramps can be okay. They're painful, but a little bit satisfying as well. I will get this to Chow. Consider it done. Although, that said, Chow is rocking that really nice orange number right now, from what I remember. It'll be sad to see it go, but Goldie looked much better in it. Let's just all be honest. Hey, there's Cookie. Nothing there. Nothing there. Well, I'm out of ideas for where it could be. Let's go find Chow. That seems like a plan of some description. There he is. He looks quite nice in that too, but like I said, I think Goldie looks a little better. Here you go, Chow. From Quetzal. Oh, wow. I think we saw this shirt the other day, but wow. You do look kind of like a circus clown. You know, it looks like he's got like a crab and a little shrimp on that shirt. If that's the shirt I think it is, which just was blinding. It just looked like random colors, but you know, I'm seeing like a little crab and a little shrimpy thing on there. It's a seafood shirt for some reason. Oh, I've got this thing that Goldie's wearing. Oh, right, you need flowers. I can't get you flowers, because I need all the flowers. I cannot compromise on this. I can compromise on a lot of things, but I need all the flowers. That's a tiny fish, not a big super fish. Oh, I thought I had to go back to Tangy. Say, hey, I did a thing. But I guess I didn't. That's okay. Ooh, we still have to see what Nook has in stock today, too. That's exciting. Alright, and Pierce is still here. That's a plus. And so is Velma. Someone must have left this town, and I couldn't tell you who. Because Weber's still here. Cadler. Oh, the weird cloned blinking. They blink in unison. Oh, that is so creepy. She's clearly a puppet being controlled by the little one. Yeah, Weber's still here. And Velma's already disappeared, like she likes to do. Maybe Peaches has something for us. I can take this to Pearl. I know where she lives, too. She lives in my village. And she won't ever leave, because I couldn't take her ever leaving our town. It would just straight up kill me, I think. Let's see what Nook has in stock. Over here. I mean, I know we gotta go buy some more flowers, but let's see if there's anything we can get some tickets for. Guys, we need 4 more. Oh, that's the annoying fan in a hammock. Ooh, I don't know this shirt. A classic top. Let's try this on. Huh. I kinda like that. Yeah, we'll buy that. I've never seen that shirt before. That must be a seasonal outfit. Alright, cool. Glad I came. Gotta get more flowers, but we can do that in a few minutes. Alright, so the next thing we gotta do is check the dump. Because we always have to do that. At every opportunity, because free stuff. There's Velma. I guess she was just dropping off that furniture. What do you need? Aw, you don't need a thing. You're so self-sufficient, I'm jealous. I'll take an exotic bench. And some mint gingham. Why not? I heard a grasshopper. I think we gotta catch it. Even though we're still just looking for locusts. Which shouldn't be here until next month. Actually, I think all the bugs are going to be here next month, and then we're done the set. That's exciting, but also kind of sad. And what are we going to do after that? I didn't mean to talk to you, but what do you need, Peaches? I don't know, how is Samus doing? I'm guessing that was from someone with a different memory card or something. I don't know. Someone likes Metroid. That isn't just me. I haven't played Metroid Prime in forever. Maybe I should do that at some point. Oh, my pockets are full, are they? Well, they wouldn't be if it would just deposit bells into my wallet like a sensible game would. But no, we have to throw it immediately into your pockets because sensible. Alright, classic top, that is this one. That's kind of pretty. I don't know what we're going to do with that, but I want to hold on to this one. And we can use this to preemptively write to the museum. Save us some time later, as well as give some extra temporary inventory spots if we need it in the future. So I don't think we're finding many more fossils today. Alright, cool. I can go look for more bugs. I really wish we could find that furniture that someone buried, but I guess that is not to be. Not today, anyway. Oh, there's Pierce. Do you need something, my beaked friend? Oh, no quests for Pierce today. Oh well. I think I saw Cookie around as well. Let's see if Quetzal has something for us to do. Ah. Nothing for Quetzal either. Cookie won't let us down, though. There she is. With the loud balloon shirt, I believe. Looks good in it. You have nothing. You liar, McLyington pants. It's not very nice to lie, Cookie. Alright. Well, that's done. Maybe Spike's got something for us to do. So, I guess he did his thing. I still talk to Cube. And there's Weber. Weber can need all the help in the world. I still won't help him because I don't like Weber too much. But maybe Cube needs something. Oh, Camo Frog. You keep making Cube angry. And it makes talking to him kind of hard. Cube. Alright, well, they're not angry this time for once. He looks good in that check shirt. Nope, he did his thing. Does Camo Frog have something for us to do? Because if not, I think we've gone through everyone. Picture book? Ace. I can go get it. Hopefully I won't have to go through too many people other than Ace to get it, but I will go retrieve it. Alright, so the picture book is with Ace. That's not too hard to find. He doesn't really ever leave this acre. I wonder what in the AI sort of dictates whether or not the villager wanders about, because, you know, for whatever reason, Velma likes to teleport around, and other people take sort of natural paths to get to the wishing well, but normally most villagers stay within the acre of their house, or at least 1 acre around their house. But then you've got some that just sort of decide to wander off, and some that never move, and I assume there's probably some AI thing that would dictate that, but I'm not sure if that's dependent on the villager or not. Alright, we'll go return this to Camo Frog. Alright, we gotta go find a frog. Fortunately, Camo Frog doesn't like to leave his acre too much either. Pearl's house used to be there. You can still see her garden. I'd say I miss her, but she lives in my town, which I guess is better. But that spot was where she was when I first got this game, too. So there's a little bit of sadness and a little bit of nostalgia about that. Alright, Camo Frog. I'm here to deliver this thing to you. More clothes. I'm getting a full wardrobe. And I never wanted more shirts than what I already have. Except for the Gracie top. A cherry shirt. Yep, it certainly is a shirt with a cherry on it. I wonder if that's just a graphic taken from the actual fruits they have in-game or not. I can't imagine that they would bother making a separate image of a cherry just for a shirt. Though I could be wrong, certainly. Actually, it reminds me of, and I can't remember what this art program was called, but there was an art program on the computers back in elementary school that had a bunch of weird, like, preset things you could paint. Like, there was, like, just, like, these weird wallpapers based on colors, and there was, like, one that was just cherries that looked exactly like cherries in this game. There's a bunch of other ones as well. I wish I could remember what the program was, because I spent a stupid amount of time on that when I was a kid. That and playing a couple of freeware. I think they were shareware games back in the day. There was, well, the big one everyone played was Monkey Shines, which was like this weird 2D platformer thing. There's this... I've never known what this game was, but it was like a 3D maze game where you were inside like a pyramid. And it was just like trying not to die and finding like the exit and stuff. I don't think there was any enemies or anything. Or any way to defend yourself from enemies. Wish I could remember what that game was. And there was like this spaceship shooter that was kind of like a 2-player versus asteroids. And there was like this dirt bike game that was kind of like Trials on the PC that we played as well. But the big one was, I think it was the original Warcraft. We had like a trial version of that I played a lot of. Could not play as the humans to save my life, but I could beat the first level as the orcs. But I think the biggest game we all played was Monkey Shines. And whatever that pyramid running around game was. Have you ever tried looking up like just random DOS games you kind of remember? Because it's almost impossible because there's just so many. It took me like 22 or so years to figure out. One of the ones I played a lot with my uncle when I was a kid was this game called Megatron. And the only reason I learned about what that was because I played a Game Boy game called Versus Battler that was kind of similar. And someone from our review, and they told me, you know, you're probably thinking of this game. And it's like, yep, that's it. It was weird. But it's fantastic to have the access to the wealth of knowledge that is the world through the power of the internet. Because if you don't know something nowadays, even if you don't know what it is, you can probably kind of figure it out. Certainly through other people. Whereas back in my day, if you didn't know something, you just didn't know something. Nowadays, you can know whatever you want within a few minutes of wanting to know it. And you know, I don't think a lot of people take as much of an advantage of that as they probably should, because it's really quite fascinating how much you can learn and how quickly nowadays. Alright. So let's go plonk some more flowers down. We are getting close to this chunk of acre. And once we do this, well, then we have to move on to this chunk of acres, D's. Once we're done the D's, then we have to do the other ones. And hopefully we'll get to the ocean by the end of the year. I'm not super hopeful of that, but I am hoping. Alright, we are getting close. I think we'll be able to fill this chunk out by tomorrow. Do we have any really big fish? I don't think so, but we do have this thing to get to Pearl. As my cat is playing on the couch behind me. There she is. Hey Pearl, I got this thing for you. I didn't forget about you. In fact, I got you something you forgot. I don't know why you'd ever lend out an organizer. That just seems strange to me. I'll take carpets. Hooray. I mean, I guess we've already wandered around, done stuff here, so I guess we'll just wander on home and see if we can catch some beetles along the way. Make some profits for tomorrow. Get close to that piggy bank. Pretty excited about that, but we're still like 700,000 short from my calculation. That is, of course, assuming that it is 5 million. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely, and that's the important thing. Whoop. Let's not scare that beetle away. I'm not sure if it's true, but I always felt like when you're trying to catch beetles, if you go by like a tree, they actually stop moving for a sec. And then a few seconds later, if you keep moving, they'll fly off, as opposed to them just reacting straight on. And I always thought, you know, if they stopped moving, if you stopped moving, they'd sort of resume their pattern. I don't know if that's actually true. I've never bothered to test it, but that's just sort of how things felt when I first played this. I don't think there's anything left in the garbage. I think we got all that earlier. Yep. That's done. And Nooks is closed for the night. No beetles around here, it seems. That's alright, though. I think we might just pack it in for tonight. I still have to go record some stuff for the channel. But, yeah. I think that will be it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream to know when we go live, because we do this every night, plus other stuff when I have the time. I'm trying to get back into doing weekly Pokemon stuff, as well as other stuff for my reviews when I have the time. I also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see over 1,000 videos waiting just for you, because that's how amazing you are, and not just Animal Crossing games, but pretty much any game type you could think of, and many I'm sure you can't, because seriously, there are so many different types of games out there that even I find myself surprised quite frequently. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can, so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability, which in this case is not finding mysterious hidden treasure. And here I was thinking I was actually a good treasure hunter. I guess not. Someone beat me to it. Skies of Arcadia all over again. Crap. But you'll get yourself on the Discord where we can talk about awesome things like finding treasures and finding clothes you've never seen in games, because, I mean, seriously, play a game for this long, you'd think you'd seen everything. I guess not. Plus, we've got a vote going on soon for the next choice in what pirate game I'm going to look at for the channel, which is pretty exciting. I gotta set that up, though. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.